Inter Milan, serious underperformers for a club as prestigious as they are. Another poor season has just gone after the Black and Blues finished 4th in Serie A, 21 points away from champions Juventus. They were also eliminated in the group stages of the Champions League. Simply not good enough. And now, with news that the San Siro is set to be demolished, along with the news that Antonio Conte is taking control of the club, I decided now was a better time than any for an Inter Milan rebuild. It's a new era. Today, we rebuild Inter Milan. G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here. Welcome back to the rebuilding series on FIFA 19. Today, we take our talents to Italy. We head to Milan as we rebuild the black and blue half of Milan, Inter Milan. I honestly don't know what to expect from this rebuild, but I'm sure it's going to be quite an interesting one. If you do go on to enjoy it, make sure you leave a like on the video, and also, if you're new around here, make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below. For those of you who have not seen a rebuilding challenge video yet, here are the rules. So the main objective of this is to take a team to the Champions League final. We will be simulating every single game up until the Champions League final, which we will play ourselves. We can make whatever transfers we like. Realistic, unrealistic, it does not matter. There's a big focus on the transfer window, only showing players that we sign. And finally, don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. Let's get into the rebuild. So it's a pretty good side to kick things off with. Definitely a lot of room for improvement and a lot of room to add depth because it's an aging squad, but it's not a bad place to start from, in all honesty. So for this season, my main improvement areas are probably going to be for a new left back instead of Asamoah. He's 29 years of age now, so get a new, probably an upgrade on the left back. Then I'm going to go for a new attacking midfielder slash center midfielder. I can always swap 9-goal around. And then potentially, if I have enough money, if not my first goal for next season, a new right back, because Vrajabliko is only here on loan. But anyways, let's get into it now. Let's get into the transfer business. He might be moving to Real Madrid in real life, but that hasn't stopped us from signing Ferland Mendy as our first signing as Inter Milan boss. £19 million on the young Frenchman. That is an impressive start to life at the San Siro. A player departure here, as we have sold Daniel Padelli to Middlesbrough. £2.5 million is the transfer sum. And on the very same day, we bring in a quite exciting prospect in the midfield. I don't think I've signed this guy all too often, if at all, in the rebuild series. It is Donny van de Beek, coming across from Ajax. £26 million for the young Dutchman. That is brilliant business. Over the moon about that. So some of you guys might find this a controversial player departure. Perisic, one of the most key members of the Inter Milan squad in real life, but as I say in the rules, don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. Perisic, I don't expect us to win the Champions League this season, so I thought, let's sell him whilst he's 29, and we have done just that. £58.8 million to Chelsea. I am actually blown away. We have been able to sign Sadio Mane, one of the best wingers in the world. We've signed him to Inter Milan for just £66.5 million. That is brilliant business. The Senegalese winger joins us from Liverpool. Stoked about that. So we have really exceeded expectations in this opening window. We've signed Mendy, Van de Beek, and Sadio bloody Mane. Sold Padelli and Perisic, but honestly, that is an insane window. Very excited to see what we can do this season now. Let's go and look at the Champions League group, because we are in the Champions League this first season. So yeah, this is the group. Of course, Inter were in it in real life. It's a group they weren't able to get out of. Tottenham, Barcelona, and PSV Eindhoven. Such a difficult group. If we can get out of it, I would be stoked. Let's go and see how we go. Wow, you're kidding. We have missed out on the knockout rounds by, what's that, 2 goals. Tottenham's defense only slightly better than ours. It's so similar to real life, because wasn't Tottenham only just able to get past Inter in the group stages? I think that means we'll be in the Europa League, but That is frustrating. The good news, however, is that we are top of Serie A right now, sitting in first position. Only the one loss this season on 43 points, so just got to keep this form up and make sure that we finish within the top 4. But I would love to win Serie A. So we didn't have the most amount of money to work with this window, but we have spent £22.2 million on a backup striker. It is Davy Selke from Hertha Berlin. He's a decent prospect, definitely going to help us in the squad and can grow throughout the rebuild. So just the signing of Selke for this transfer window. Very interested to see how we end this first season with Inter Milan. Hopefully it's with Champions League qualification and obviously a Serie A title to follow. So it's not a Serie A title. That is going to our Milan rivals in AC Milan, who finished 10 points clear of us in first. We finish in third position, so not ideal, but it means that we have qualified for next season's Champions League, which should be quite exciting. We should get a decent amount of money and could probably go on a decent run. As we scroll down at the table, however, we can see that Empoli, Genoa and Frosinone have been relegated. The Coppa Nacional has been awarded to Juventus. Barcelona ended up taking down our fellow Italian rivals Juventus in the Champions League final. And we have lost, oh no, we have lost the Europa League final 1-0 to Arsenal. Come on, man. So that is season 1 in the history books. Not the most incredible on the field, but definitely getting players like Mane, like Ferland Mendy, like Van de Beek are really going to help us in the future. So let's crack on. Season 2 with Inter Milan. Let's get it. This second season begins with a new right back signing. It is the Albanian right back El Said Haysaj. I feel like he's been in a few rebuilds this year, but he's always such a solid choice at the right back position. We have picked him up from Atletico Madrid for £30 million. And an upgrade to the right-hand side of our midfield. Malcolm has left the Camp Nou. He has left Barcelona and joined us here at Inter Milan. The Brazilian winger signs for £41.5 million. I'll tell you what though, our side is already looking so nice. About to move into a period of a lot of player departures, I feel like, and the first one is Borja Valero, headed to Leverkusen for £4.45 million. You will notice I'm going to be selling a lot of our older players, trying to get money out of them whilst they're still worth a little bit and bring in a younger sort of core. Samuel Longo headed to La Liga. The striker has signed for Celta Vigo for £4.5 million. And now a massive player departure. One of my favourite players personally, Rajan Golan, the beast from Belgium, has made the move to Manchester United, 31 years of age, so in terms of FIFA, his career is done in a FIFA sense, but we have sold him to United for £49.7 million. Pretty good. So we have signed ourselves a 9 Golan replacement. It is someone that's going to grow with us throughout the rebuild. It is Rodri from Atletico Madrid. Yet another man coming across from Atletico Madrid. This time the Spaniard joins us for £45 million. Another player departure here and another one of our players headed to the Premier League. This time it is Christian Ansaldi, headed to Huddersfield. The Terriers have signed him for £5.9 million. Kwado Asamoah, the Ghanaian left back, he also leaves the club, off to Leicester City for £9.5 million. So a very busy window here to kick off season 2. We ain't messing around. Haysaj, Malcolm and Rodri in. Valero, Longo, 9 Golan and Saldi Asamoah all out of the club. This is what our starting 11 now looks like. A very balanced side. Potentially going to upgrade the centre back spot in January to get a player that can match Skriniar, but I'll decide that then. Let's go and look at our Champions League group for season number 2. Last season we were in the group of death. This year I would say we've been given a much kinder draw. Valencia, Lokomotiv Moscow and Galatasaray all in our group. I would expect us to get out of the group. I would expect us to top the group. Let's go see if my expectations match reality. Let's go, lads. That is exactly what we were after. We topped the group comfortably. It wasn't even close. Ourselves and Valencia just absolutely wiping the floor here. Lokomotiv Moscow and Galatasaray, hang your heads in shame. That is a piss weak effort, lads. But We are through to the round of 16. Who are we facing? Real Madrid. Are you taking the piss? Wow, we have wiped our group and we have just been put up against one of the best sides in the world. This is really going to show us what we're made of. Things aren't going brilliantly either in Serie A right now. We are only 1 point out of the top 4, but we need to get our act together. We need to go incredible in the second half of the season. Juventus currently on track for an invincible season. I've just realized after making this signing that I've signed yet another man from Atletico Madrid. We're turning into Atletico Madrid 2.0, but we have signed Jose Maria Jimenez from, of course, Atletico Madrid. £59.6 million for the Uruguayan centre-back. Apparently he's already unhappy that he's underpaid, but you made your bed, now a lion at Jimenez. Welcome to Inter Milan, mate. So just the signing of Jimenez this window. I say just, he's the top deal for the window and he's an 86 rated centre-back with room to grow. Our side looking very, very balanced. Stronger in other areas than others, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to get us past Real Madrid. Okay, so here we go. It is the round of 16 first leg away at the Santiago Bernabeu as we take on Real Madrid. Hysaj is out for the first leg through injury, so I've put in Stefan de Vrij at his unusual right back position. Toni Kroos is going to put Real Madrid in front. They've brought in Jesus. Besides that, nobody huge, but they take a 2-0 advantage. This is not good. Can we pick ourselves up an away goal? No, all we get is Rodri getting bloody red carded. This is going downhill quick. Oh dear. Final 5, Isco makes it 3-0. Wow, this is looking quite grim at the moment. So yeah, not too much hope heading into this second leg. Rodri is suspended, so Brozovic will come in. Hysaj is back. But we're going to have to go beast mode now. We're going to have to be insane if we want to get to the quarterfinals. It's going to be a famous comeback if we somehow pull it off. But every second that goes past, and the fact that they got an away goal means it's not going to happen, is it? We need 5 goals now. We get 1 back through Malcolm. De Vrij comes on for Hysaj. We need 4 more goals in half an hour. This ain't happening, lads. Disappointing. We've put up a pretty piss poor fight in the round of 16. Jesus puts the cherry on top for Real Madrid and we get eliminated 5-1 on aggregate. That is embarrassing. So we have managed to go up in the table compared to last season, finishing this one in second spot. No surprise given how good they started the season that Juventus have gone on to win Serie A. They didn't manage an invincible season, but they almost managed a Centurion one, the 94 points, so not too bad for them. But most importantly, we finish in second position, meaning Champions League football once again in Season 3. It kind of feels like we're taking it slow and steady in the Champions League. As we scroll down the table and check out the relegation battle, it is Benevento, Crotone and Parma all relegated. Napoli this season are the Coppa Nacional champions. Real Madrid do go on to win the Champions League, so at least we lost to the eventual champions. And Leipzig take down Real Betis to become Europa League champions. So again, Season 2, brilliant in certain areas, example in the transfer front of things and in the Serie A. In the Champions League, slow and steady progress, but I expect us to take huge leaps and bounds next season, Season 3. A huge start to our third season here. David bloody De Gea makes the move from Old Trafford to San Siro. We have signed the Spanish goalkeeper for £90 million. What a signing. A player departure here. Our Uruguayan midfielder, Matthias Vecino, is headed to Germany, off to Borussia Dortmund for £13.2 million. And another player departure, we have sold Andrea Ranocchia to Cagliari for £4.5 million. This window is definitely quality over quantity. De Gea into the club, Vecino and Ranocchia out of it. And looking at our starting 11, honestly, we could be contenders this season. I know I said that last season we got eliminated in the round of 16, but given the fact that literally everybody in our side besides De Gea and Mane and Icardi have room still to grow, that is exciting. But anyways, we're going to get out of this window and go check out our Champions League group. So definitely a mixed bag of a group here for this third season. Borussia Dortmund arguably not even arguably, definitely our toughest opponent in this group. We also have CSK in Moscow and Red Bull Salzburg from the Austrian League. So very interested to see how we go. I'm aiming for a top of the group finish, but getting out of the group is exactly what we're after. So let's go find out our results in 3, 2, 1. As easy as you'd like. We finished top of the group. Dortmund only just getting out of it, 1 point ahead of Salzburg, but we have wiped the floor here and we are headed back to the round of 16. Here's to hoping, however, that we're not coming up against Real Madrid again in the round of 16. Who are we versing? We are versing Dinamo Zagreb. Let's go. I mean, we can't take them lightly. They've got a lot of young high potential players, but Dinamo Zagreb definitely one of the more fortunate draws we could have gotten. In terms of the Serie A season, we are sitting in 4th position. 6 draws is really hampering our progress because we have just the 1 loss, but it's a very, very tight table this season. Of course, top 4's the goal. First place in the league would be brilliant. Let's get into the January transfer window. Maybe a little bit of a controversial player departure, but I have decided to move on Elside Haysaj and go in for a world-class right back, or an even more improved right back. We've got a decent amount of money for him, almost doubled his base value, as we sell him to Paris Saint-Germain for £50 million. And we have splashed the cash, bringing João Cancelo from one Italian giant to another. We have signed the Portuguese right back from Juventus for a monster fee of £73 million, but we get a +4 upgrade. And honestly, it is so worth it. Our side is now stacked. So right back in and right back out. João Cancelo into the club. Haysaj out of it. And I mean, look at that side now. Our lowest rated player is 84 Mendy, who still has a lot of room to grow. Besides that, it is 86, 87 and above all around the shop. So Dinamo Zagreb, the round of 16, can we get past that hurdle? We are away for the first leg here, traveling to beautiful Croatia. Beautiful Zagreb. Let's hope we come away with a beautiful result here. A full strength starting 11. They still have Moro, who is an absolute weapon in career mode this year, but we do take the lead through Lautaro Martinez. Icardi doubles our advantage. 2-0 up, 2 away goals. That is exactly what we want to see. Half an hour to go here. A third goal would be gold, and Martinez steps up, picking himself up a brace. We're 3-0 up here. 3 away goals, setting ourselves up. They get a goal back, which doesn't help, but 3 away goals is incredible. So we are 3-0 up, headed into this second leg. You would expect, 3-1, so not as comfortable as it should be, or it could be, but still in a very good position here. Let's just hope it's a drama-free game. Mane makes us 4-1 up. We just need to make sure we don't pick up injuries, suspensions, anything like that, and just keep a strong side headed into the quarterfinals. It looks like, unless a miracle happens somehow, that we are going to get through to the Champions League quarterfinals. We're going to get past the round of 16. We are 4-1 up here, and nothing has gone wrong for us. All goes to plan. 4-1 on aggregate against Dinamo Zagreb. So we have been matched up against our group stage opponent, Borussia Dortmund, in the Champions League quarterfinals. Definitely confident facing them because we got the wood over them in the group stages, but definitely can't take them lightly. They're a very good side. A lot of big name clubs still alive in the competition, but we need to focus on our individual results. Let's get into the first leg now. All right, traveling away to the Signal Iduna Park here for the first leg, April 7th, 2021, a full strength side. Who do they have? They've got Jose Gaia. We've got what is happening in this opening 15 minutes? Cancelo picks up a knock. Icardi gets us an away go, but Jose Gaia does get them an equalizer. Sancho would be an absolute weapon at this point. Marco Reus still in here. They haven't changed a crazy amount from their base side, although we are 3 seasons in. 20 minutes to go. Malcolm gets us a second away goal, puts us in front. Hopefully Cancelo isn't too injured, but we take a 2-1 advantage into the second leg. Only 7 days on the sidelines for Cancelo. You're laughing. Happy days. All right. Deep breath, lads. The home leg now. Let's not throw away our advantage. A clean sheet gets us through. A 1-0 loss will get us through. We just can't allow Dortmund to score 2 goals. We get a goal nice and early, which is brilliant. Icardi misses a penalty, which would have helped quite a lot. We are 3-1 up, though, on aggregate. In a very good position. Mane gets us. Wow, what has happened there? 2 goals either side of halftime. And we are now, what? 4-0 up in this one. 6-1 on aggregate. We have just given Dortmund the Italian sausage. Semi-final bound we are. This is where it gets very serious. The semi-finals. Atletico Madrid. Are we going to be able to get past them and into the Champions League final here in Season 3? We've bought half of their roster. Can they do a job against their former side? Let's get into it. A little bit nervy headed into the first leg here. We are at home at San Siro. A full strength lineup out on the park there. Who do they have? They've got Oblak, Richarlison's come in. Who else they signed? Nobody I can notice, but they get a goal, but we get a goal back. They got Aurier as well, but they've got an away goal. We got an equalizer 2 minutes later. It's all going on here. It's 1-1 right now. Can we get in front? We do. Martinez has been so good for us this season. We are 2-1 up here. Damn it, I was about to say, I don't want Atletico Madrid to get another away goal, but they do. And you would say Atletico Madrid have the advantage right now. It's not all doom and gloom, but it's 2-2 with 2 away goals to the side from the red half of Madrid. Okay, we need goals, and we need a win. It's a big, big hurdle to overcome, especially against Atletico Madrid, but here we are, the semi-finals, the second leg. Come on, Inter. Let's get ourselves an early goal. If we win, we go through. Griezmann gets them a penalty, which isn't good. That is not a good start. We need 2 goals now. Come on, lads. 40 minutes into it, we need to score 2 goals. We're running out of time. Somebody give us some hope. Mane gets us an equalizer. Come on. Come on. 15 minutes to go. Costa gets them another goal. No, somebody... Damn it, lads. Oh, we've been eliminated in the Champions League semi-finals here. Away goals rule screwed us up, but ultimately, Atletico Madrid win this game 2-1, and they find themselves in the Champions League final. That sucks. We miss out on the Serie A title by 1 bloody point. We've had a very good season, but unfortunately Juventus have had just a little bit better of a season. At least we have qualified again for the Champions League. Very good that we haven't dropped out of the top 4 yet in this rebuild. We're only growing. We're almost about to overtake Juventus, but next season, surely we can go for the title. As we scroll down the table, however, the relegated sides are Frosinone, Chievo Verona, and Hellas Verona. AC Milan did win the Coppa Nacional over Juve. Again, we lost to the eventual champions, Atletico Madrid, taking down Barcelona in the Champions League final. That makes me feel a little bit better. And Real Betis get back on the winning ways. They will run us up last season, but this season they win the Europa League. So we've had an insane season. I mean, look at that. The top scorers, Mane and Martinez, with 21 goals each in Serie A. That is insane. But Season 4 hopefully sees us come to the end. Hopefully we get one step further and make the Champions League final. Let's get into season number 4. We are going all in this window, lads. Ferland Mendy not progressing as much as I would have hoped, not keeping up with the growth of the squad. So, we have signed Andy Robertson from Liverpool, £66.1 million for the Scotsman. And we have signed Thiago from Valencia. We have picked up the Spaniard for £55 million. A pretty handy backup midfielder, very versatile, and to have him sitting on the bench kind of feels wrong, to be fair. And Davy Selke has left the club here. He was our backup striker at one point, but I want to go for an upgraded backup striker. So the German heads to AS Monaco for £32.2 million. And Alvaro Morata is going to join our club as a backup striker. The Spaniard signs from Chelsea for £41.8 million. So a very successful window here. Robertson, Thiago, and Morata into the club. Selka out of it. And now we are in a good position in terms of our starting 11 is proper ridiculous. And then our bench, we have a lot of insurance policies in case some injuries or suspensions happen. And even our reserves continue to grow. So this season, surely we have to be one of the favourites to go deep in the Champions League. But it sounds like deja vu, but let's go and check out our Champions League group. I'm pretty happy we decided to buy Thiago from Valencia because we have been drawn up against Valencia in the Champions League group stages. They had a decent run last season, so a little bit worried about that. Leipzig, Copenhagen as well, so it's a pretty good group, I would say. I think all of the three clubs, like except for Copenhagen, got to the quarterfinals of the Champions League last season, so a lot of expectation for all of our clubs. Let's see if we can get out of the group again. Easy money, fellas. Top of Group H. I mean, it wasn't the most comfortable group. Leipzig just behind us on goal differential. Valencia, it would have probably come down to the last day, I would have said. But we're back to the round of 16. Dinamo Zagreb again, please? No, it's Tottenham. Wow. Tottenham are class, man. Leipzig got Barcelona. This is going to be tough. Tottenham have very good young players. Ali, Kane, these sort of players are going to be very high overall right now. And of course, we want to win the Serie A title this season. Whoops, I've hit the wrong button. But we want to win the Serie A title. We are sitting in second if it ever goes back. Yeah, we are sitting in second position, 1 point away from Napoli. It's a very congested top, I would say probably 7. There's only 6 points between us and 7th place AC Milan. Juventus drop back a little bit. We just want to make sure we finish top 4, but a title win would be awesome. Nobody in, nobody out. A bit of a change of pace for us here this January transfer window, but our side is looking quite nice. A few injuries have impacted the side, but hopefully it doesn't affect us in the long term. Look, Mane's out, Jimenez is out, but I'm hopeful Mane will be back for this round of 16 clash. It is Tottenham. Let's take them on. Okay, so we travel away to North London here. Mane and Jimenez both injured for this game, so I've put Thiago in and moved him across to left centre mid, and then De Vrij is coming in. Tottenham have a pretty good side. Acosta's come in. We've got an away goal though, which is brilliant to see. Harry Kane, unfortunately, able to equalise there for Tottenham. They've signed Nabil Fekir as well, and Ben Chilwell. But an away goal to us is nice. I would like a little bit more though. Come on, 20 minutes remaining in this first leg. The away leg. One more goal for us, potentially. Yes! Martinez! 88th minute. Lads, if you speak it, it'll come into existence. Kylie Jenner, date me. That's coming into existence. 2-1 to Inter Milan. So it is 2-1 in our favour here. Sadio Mane is back. Still no Jimenez. So De Vrij gets another start. Come on, fellas. Let's get past Tottenham and through to the quarterfinals. A clean sheet gets us there. Come on. Half an hour into it. This is the most boring game of all time, and I hope it stays that way. Icardi scores a penalty in the 41st minute. Let's go, Tesco. We're looking good. 3-1 up. Martinez, we are 4-1 up. We're going to be going through to the Champions League quarterfinals. How bloody good is that? Oh boy, an all-Italian affair here for the Champions League quarterfinals. Juventus versus Inter Milan. This is bound to be interesting. The away leg up first here. We travel away to Turin. Actually, no, I need to get De Vrij out of the starting 11. Hold up. All right, now we can play it. Back to full strength here. De Vrij out of the starting lineup. Jimenez back. Mane back to full strength. Let's get a strong start here. They've got a good side though. Ronaldo's still kicking about. Dybala in there. Kingsley Coman, Bentancur, and they take the lead through Dybala. We get an away goal though through Martinez, who has been insane. Mane picks up another knock there. Hopefully it's not too bad of an injury. It's 1-1 right now. We're in this position when we took on Tottenham. Can we take the lead though? We're going to take the lead. I'm speaking it into existence. Come on, somebody get us. No, the other way round. We get one away goal, but Juve have a 2-1 advantage here in the quarters. We have the away goal advantage, but Juventus have the overall advantage. If we're able to take the lead here, we'll be in a good spot. But if we concede, then we have an uphill battle. An early goal for us would be huge. Come on, they've got Suarez in there. Not sure if that's Luis Suarez. Martinez, who else? Our Argentine hero puts us up on away goals rule. Cancelo against his former team. Let's go. We are 3-2 up now. Cancelo with the brace. Oh my god. 4-2 up here. We have smashed Juventus out of the park. And we're headed back to the Champions League semis. 4-2 on aggregate, but 3-0 in the second leg. What the hell? This is where we faltered last season, the Champions League semi-finals. We lost to Atletico Madrid, who are still alive in their run to the final, potential run to go back-to-back, but we have been drawn up against Chelsea here. Two blue sides. Which side is going to emerge victorious, though? We're about to find out. Away at Stamford Bridge for the first leg. Unfortunately, Rodri is suspended, so Thiago comes into the starting 11. Who have Chelsea bought? They've still got Kepa. They've brought in Mail, Tagliafico, Langlet, Savic, Isco, Immobile, Hazard is still there. Icardi picks up a little injury, which isn't good, but Jimenez does give us an away goal. Thiago with a yellow card. Hopefully Icardi's not injured, eh? We've got Morata on the bench, who used to play for Chelsea. Morata does come on. Hopefully he scores against his former side, but it's Cancelo. What is going on with this man? Cancelo has been on fire for us. Unfortunately, Michy Batshuayi got Chelsea a goal back, but two massive away goals. We are one performance from the promised land. We have a 2-1 advantage. We have Rodri back into the side. Thiago has been suspended, but lads, our destiny is in our hands. Let's not choke it. Icardi putting us 3-1 up here early on in this second leg. Beautiful stuff to see. If it stays like this, then I will be a happy man. We want to get into the final number one, but we do not want players to get injured or suspended. Icardi has been taken off. Mail gets a yellow card. Bakayoko gets an away goal there for Chelsea. Hang on, lads. Final few moments. There it is. Inter Milan, Champions League bound to face either Atletico Madrid or Borussia Dortmund. Latest Chelsea. We eliminated them in the quarterfinals last season, and now we get an opportunity to take down Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League final here in season number 4. I thought we were going to get to this point last season, but Atletico Madrid and the FIFA gods had other plans for us. But now we take on the side from Germany. Hopefully we can get a similar result, or the exact same result as we had against them last season. Liverpool did manage to win the Europa League by taking down Real Sociedad 1-0 in the final. We have absolutely blown the competition away in the second half of this season, winning Serie A by 16 bloody points. How good is that? So we've won Serie A. That is good. That's our first Serie A in this rebuild. SPAL, Crotone, and Parma are all relegated down to Serie B. Oh, how good is that? We also won the Coppa Nacional. So if we take down Dortmund tonight, we do the treble. But of course, we will have a look at our squad report here, lads. A very good side, both in terms of the starting lineup and the reserves and the bench. It's just such a balanced side. I mean, Ferland Mendy is on our bench. If that's not saying something, then I don't know what will. We've been very fortunate in this rebuild, done some great business. A big blow, though, in the final. Lautaro Martinez is injured, so that opens the door for Alvaro Morata to come in and be a potential hero for us in this rebuild. But we're not going to mess around any further. It is the Champions League final versus Borussia Dortmund.
Taking me down and out, you made it look like it was easy, so easy.
Dortmund do not have an insane side, and we destroyed them last season. He's hoping for a similar result. It is the Champions League final. Shit. Tried to squeeze that one through the gap. They've had a shot. What a save, though, from De Gea. Nice and early. Here we go, Malcolm. Going to Alvaro Morata. I see that run from Van de Beek. Taken, no, he's not taken down, but he's going to score it anyways. What a start. Donny Van de Beek giving us the lead 9 minutes into this one. I thought for sure we were going to get a penalty there. But Van de Beek stays on his feet. Slots it home. Berkey got half a glove onto it, I think. But he has not been able to keep it out of the back of the net. 1-0 Inter Milan already. Van de Beek, I love you. Here we go, Rodri. Mane going here to Morata. Morata to Icardi. Look at that run from Malcolm. Probably should have put a little bit in front of him, but we go to João Cancelo. Cancelo, beautiful ball in. Oh, it's headed away, but it's going here. Mane hits it. Oh, Sadio Mane with an almost wonder goal. Look at this on the replay. How close did he actually get? Did I take a deflection? Curling in, curling in, curling in. That was close. Here we go, Malcolm. Down the line to João Cancelo. Cancelo drags it back. Sends that one in there. It's going to be Alvaro Morata. It's going to be 2-0. Honestly, Borussia Dortmund, their side isn't incredible on paper, and it really plays like it in game. We are all over them here. We are dominating. 2-0 up within 40 minutes. Morata getting the goal, making the most of his opportunity. Beautiful ball in from João Cancelo as well after the drag back. Just look at that. Just out jumping them. What is the goalkeeper doing? That's hit him in the chest. Top rack. I mean, you can't expect to win a Champions League final with Top rack as your main defender. Oh, it's a nice ball through to Sancho. They're going to win the ball. Mario Götze. Shit. Dortmund have been the better side in this second half. But Mario Götze has given Dortmund a way into this game. It is not over. 72nd minute. Dortmund get themselves a goal back. We lose our clean sheet. Who was that? We just were kind of badly spaced, really, weren't we? Götze, open header, 2-1. Let's focus up. Malcolm goes to Morata, who goes to Mane. The overlapping run there to Andy Robertson, who has had a pretty good game. Robertson's going to swing this one in. Van de Beek puts it wide. It's the 89th minute, lads. Dortmund have 2 minutes to send this one potentially to extra time. They need to put it forward. We need to win possession here. If we can get them going backwards, then we will win the Champions League final. It's been a 10-second half. Dortmund have no idea what they are doing. Why the fuck would you pass it backwards, you idiots? We are going to win the Champions League final here with Inter Milan. It's been such an enjoyable rebuild, lads. I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video. Scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. But I'll let you enjoy the title celebrations. It has been JarradHD here. I am out. Peace.
Take class to be the smartest one. I put out to get your attention. If I try, you're like, don't talk to me. I'm so miserable, cynical, emotional. You're so hard, I don't get that game to play. But you're wonderful, cynical, emotional. But you hate me. You tell your stories about it lately. Yeah, it's on a ship that's different. And I hate talking about it, use me till I'm gone. Would you like me if I do what you want? Tell me fair. Just see if I get down.